Okay, welcome. Welcome everyone. See, since last time I ended past midnight and I used my amiibos past midnight, that means I technically used my amiibos yesterday. So I did not miss a day of using my amiibos. It gets confusing. I know. All you need to know is for the past few days I've been playing this every other day. Alright, so start off with amiibos. As always, you guys know the drill. Today was another rough day for me, but I'll talk about that later. First, I got some, exciting stuff to talk about, or rather, something positive to talk about. So let's see, yesterday was Thursday. That meant it was my day off from work yesterday. And yesterday, not only was I cooking dinner basically all day, I was cooking the tomahawk steaks that we got. Or rather, I cooked one of the two we got. But yesterday, I finally watched Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and I am talking about that film today. I'll be honest, the film was a little bit shorter than I expected. The runtime is like 2 hours, 20 minutes. I kind of thought it would be a little bit longer than that. Spooderman time? Yes, I'm getting into it right away. But yeah, the runtime was a lot shorter than I expected. I believe the runtime was around 2 hours, 20 minutes. Not even 2.5 hours. So it was a little shorter than I expected. But then again, like 2 hours, 20 minutes is already plenty. Alright, where do I start with this film? So, I know I watched the film late. The film came out just about 2 months ago. And you guys know why I wasn't able to watch it. Now, I also want to mention, I am aware that there were 2 different versions of this film being shown in theaters, which makes me question, which version did I watch? So, let me think. How do I even start with this film? There's 3? There's 3 versions? Well, great. That only makes my life even easier, right? I did look up what was different between the 2 versions, or I guess 3. I guess 3 according to you. I did look up the different versions, but I swear, the film I saw had scenes from both versions, so that makes me question, what did I watch? Which version did I watch? Let me think. Where do I start with this film? So, this film, I believe, I could be wrong, I believe it was stated that this film takes place a year and, like, 4 months after the first one. If that's not correct, then it's at least a year after the first one. All of them have different scenes, they just have voice line differences. One day I would like to see a compilation of all the different scenes. So, if I'm not mistaken, this film takes place a year and 4 months after the first film. The first film came out in 2018, so I'm assuming the first film took place in 2018. So this film would take place around 2019, which, would mean that in a certain other universe out there in the multiverse, a certain snap happened. And they're living through that currently. Anyways, so let me think. The film started off with Gwen Stacy. Started off picking up with her and how her life has been. So we got to see more of Gwen Stacy's backstory to start off with her version of Peter Parker becoming a version of the Lizard and then him dying. And then Captain Stacy blaming the death on Spider-Woman. Stuff and stuff and stuff, and then we had a vulture fight, only the vulture was made of, like, paper. It was like a, Renaissance art style. Now, this is why animation works. Because now we know that, live action exists out there in the multiverse. It makes, oh man. It makes me, makes my brain question, like, okay, there's live-action universes out there, and also there's literal paper universes, and a goddamn Lego universe. But I suppose in a multiverse where the possibilities are literally infinite, why isn't there a paper Renaissance-style universe? Why not? Why wouldn't there be a Lego universe? Man, all I think about is that one scene in No Way Home when Electro was like, "Can I ask you one more thing? Are these your Legos?" It makes me think, like, oh man, if Tom Holland's Peter ever went to the Lego universe, like, there's an entire universe made of Lego? Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So, beginning of the film with the Renaissance art style vulture fight, we also get to meet two other characters who come from the multiverse. We meet Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, and we also meet, what was her name again? Jessica Drew, I think that was her name. The very pregnant motorcycle riding Spider-Woman. And then you know, Gwen Stacy, rather Spider-Woman, reveals her identity to her father, and then she leaves the universe. And then we finally meet up with Miles. Yep, Miles has grown, he's more mature. Let me think. Where else did the film go to? I'm doing all this based off memory. Regardless, so the main villain for the film, for the two films, I should say that, is the Spot, a rather ridiculous villain, which I did not expect this part. Them to reveal that the Spot was originally that scientist who Miles threw the bagel at in the first film. I didn't expect that, since in the first film he was a nothing character. And then they just retconned it to being the Spot. I don't think that was their original plan. I very much doubt that. When they made the first film, they probably had a trilogy in mind, but they probably weren't thinking, alright, this bagel scientist will be the villain of the next film. I very much doubt they thought that advanced. Why did I even break this? Yo, call me crazy? Like, for real, call me crazy. Is Miles' mom kind of bad, though? Like, am I insane? Or is she, you know... All I gotta say is, Jeff is a lucky one. Like, I'm not crazy for that, right? I'm not... Am I crazy, or is Miles' mom kind of a baddie? So in the film, Jeff is about to be promoted to captain of the police force, and as we find out later, that's not exactly a good thing. They had stuff set up, but filled in the gaps when they started making a cross. Yep. Yes, sir. So it was revealed that the Spot, the scientist, I forget his actual name, the scientist was still there during Kingpin's collider exploded. One thing I was actually, a little side note, one thing I was surprised to see, rather not see, and I didn't really think about this throughout the film because I was just like too paying attention to the film. The characters from the previous film aren't in this film at all. No Spider-Man Noir, no Spider-Ham. Penny makes one appearance and she has one line. She has like 3 words. And that's about it. they each have like a quick little cameo at the very end, implying they're gonna be a bigger part in Beyond the Spider-Verse. I didn't even think about that when I was watching the film. The fact that these guys are hardly in, not even hardly, not in the film at all. One thing I did notice, however, was the lack of Peter B. Parker. He showed up like well beyond halfway into the film. Alright, where do I want to go first? Meh, I don't really feel like doing shrines right now, so let's go do the depth. They are, but no lines. Yeah, I know. You know, funny little thing, though. Not really about the film itself, not really in the film. My sister, she doesn't want to watch the film because, and I quote from my sister, the new Spider-Man is brown. Like, she doesn't want to watch it because it doesn't follow the original Peter Parker. She doesn't care for Miles, so she doesn't want to watch it. So disgraceful, so uncultured. You know, she literally asked me, why is the new Spider-Man black? Anyways, so, what else happened in the film? What happened next? So Gwen follows the Spot, trying to, I guess, investigate him, because he's... What did they say again in the film? The terms? Like, an anomaly? The Spot was an anomaly? I mean, what are we playing? Like, observation duty? Just trying to watch out for anomalies to fix? So she leaves into the portal, but Miles' invisibility ability completely camouflages him from her, which, when I was watching that, I was thinking, wouldn't her spider sense pick up that he's literally right in front of her? I suppose not. Like, really? Like, am I wrong? Wouldn't their spider sense pick up that Miles is invisible in front of them? Okay, so Miles follows Gwen to... I forget specifically what the Earth destination is, but they go to... What was the name of it again? The Indian New York. Oh, I forget the name of it. But they go to an Indian universe where New York is Indian. With, it is Indian, right? I didn't get that wrong, did I? Crap, did I get that wrong? I hope I didn't get that wrong. Whatever. They go to that Earth with Indian Spider-Man. They had this joke about, like, chai tea, which is just, you know, tea, since chai means tea, I guess. Which is a funny little, I don't know, kind of callback to the beginning of the film, where Miles is like, why do people call it ATM machine? The M stands for machine, so you're saying... What does AT stand for? Oh god, what does AT stand for? Something something machine. What bow am I using again? What is this? Royal bow? Sure. I think that's a 1. Oh, you had to be in the gloom. I think this is a 1, level 1 flux construct. Yeah, I only see one thing in there. What else? What else? So then, they followed the Spot to that universe's collider, which he does set it off, and then Miles see this vision of the future, where Jeff doesn't exactly make it. And then, just out of nowhere, Hobie or Spider-Punk shows up. Voiced by Daniel, I forget his last name, forgive me. Oh my god, why am I forgetting the names of these actors? I'm gonna look it up. Because I know who these actors are, but I'm blanking on their names. Daniel something. I know you guys want me to talk about the big stuff. You want me to talk about the exciting stuff. Patience. Let's see. Kaluuya, that's his name. Daniel Kaluuya. He played Spider-Punk, and Karan Soni, right? Yeah, him. He was in the Deadpool films. He played the Indian Spider-Man. What was his name again? The Indian Spider-Man. What was his name again? Pavitr? Oh shit. Yeah, Pavitr. Why did I just now get it? Pavitr. Like Peter, Pavitr. I'm not gonna pronounce that last name. So then they're all summoned back to the shit, what was it called again? The big hub world for all the Spider-Men. What was that place called again? It was on Miguel's Earth, where it's sort of futuristic, where it's now Nuva York, I think. So this is where the guest appearances, the cameos started happening. You know, there was a bunch of background spider people who, you know, it's a blink and you'll miss. The noteworthy ones, the actual exciting ones, actually had more screen time, besides like Spider-Man Unlimited. I didn't even spot him in the film. Maybe I did and I didn't even notice. So they're walking around like what is just the lobby of the place. And I want to mention this. Before I saw the film, I did see Donald Glover on Twitter, or X, Twitter X. Donald Glover being in this film. Now, the only reason I was leaning more towards it being real than fake was because he had a suit on. He had a Prowler suit on. And there was even concept art. So that was why I was leaning more towards that was real before I watched the film, and indeed it was real. Donald Glover, as the Prowler, was in this film. He was captured by the Spider Society, or whatever they're called, as an anomaly. I mean, come on, that just has to be the same Aaron Davis from the MCU, since it's Donald Glover. Oh my god, I forgot to mention this cameo! Frickin' Mrs. Chen! I forgot to mention that cameo. When the Spot first traveled the multiverse, he showed up on Venom's Earth. Which was, what, Earth 8 something. What Earth was it again? Crap, what did it say in the film? Oh, I need to know. What was it? I did not expect it. I really didn't. When Mrs. Chen showed up, I really didn't expect it. 688. Okay. Venom's Earth is Earth 688. So that already confirms that this film is in the same multiverse as the MCU. As if we needed any more explanation, or not explanation, confirmation. Now, I did notice that Mrs. Chen was reused footage. They didn't actually get the actress back. They reused the footage of when Venom was in her body in Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. Yep, I did notice that was reused footage, but it was still awesome to see her nonetheless. Basically, in the scene, she just isn't fazed by this, like, blank-faced dude showing up in a portal. She's just completely unfazed. It's like, yeah, this stuff happens all the time. Weird stuff happens all the time. What do you want? Oh, there was even an Easter egg on the pack of gum that he took, too. It was by Rox Corp? And the gum itself had Venom something in the name. So, Mrs. Chen was the first live-action cameo in Across the Spider-Verse. I tell you, I did not know that was gonna happen. That was not leaked for me. So it was a massive surprise for me to see her. So, aside from Donald Glover, we also had a bunch of other variants of other characters, like a bunch of, like, different Mysterios. You know, you had a Miss Mysterio, a female Mysterio. Hold on. You had a video game villain, and then that's where the cameo of the Insomniac Spider-Man showed up. And they confirmed that the Insomniac video games is on Earth 1048, not 84. 1048. I love this. I love that, you know, across multiple different medias, they are all connected through the multiverse. So now, whenever I play Spider-Man PS4 or Spider-Man 2 or even the Miles Morales game, whenever I play those, I think, man, somewhere out there is the MCU, is the Miles Morales from the film. And I love that the Insomniac Spider-Man was in the same graphics too. And he even had voice lines. He had a voice line. I need something sharp. He had one line, the voice actor Yuri, last name I don't remember. Yeah, he showed back up and recorded that one line. They even acknowledged that he was a video game Spider-Man. So then they met with Miguel, who I love the fact that Miguel isn't entirely serious all the time. He has jokes every now and then as well. Oh yeah, one moment with Miguel that made me laugh at the beginning was the Vulture fight. The police helicopter was telling them to stand down or whatever, and he's like, I'm a good guy. The police just says, you don't look like a good guy. I laughed at that. So yeah, I love the fact that Miguel isn't 100% serious all the time. You know, when he mentioned whatever big-ass words he said for him describing the multiverse, Miles just says, a Spider-Verse. That's pretty stupid. I call it whatever the hell he said. And then he's like, which I guess is pretty stupid as well. So, Miguel explains canon events. Canon events, which are basically like a fixed point in time. You tree bastard. You know, the tragedy that happens in every spider person's lifetime, career, that defines them as a Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Spider-something. So, you know, for majority of Peter Parkers, it's Uncle Ben. For Gwen Stacy, it was Peter Parker. For our Miles, it was his uncle, Aaron Davis. They also revealed that Miles himself is somewhat of an anomaly. There it is. I lost the word for a second. Miles himself is a bit of an anomaly because the spider who bit him came from Earth 42. Was it 42 or 46? I think it was 42. Shit. 40-something. I think it was 42. I could have that wrong. So they revealed that the spider that bit Miles came from another universe. So that means whoever that spider was supposed to bite in that universe never got bit. So that world has no Spider-Man. We'll come back to that later. So this is where we see a particular character make his triumphant return, even if it is extremely short. You know, Return of the King, the one and only spectacular Spider-Man. Oh, it was great to see him, and he even had a voice line, rather like two. You don't know how happy that makes me feel. So technically, Spectacular Spider-Man, what is it, the 2 seasons? The 2 seasons of that is canon to the MCU multiverse. I love it. And man, rewatching Spectacular Spider-Man, knowing that the freaking video game Spider-Man game, the Spider-Man video game is on another universe. Man, I love this stuff. Why is he so short, too? Spectacular Spider-Man, he was really short. Really short compared to the other Spider-Man. I love the fact that they kept him in his own art style. I love the different art styles, too. And I also love the blend with live action and animation. I love that. It makes that scene in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness make more sense, where they were just going through a montage of universes and one of them was animated. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. It makes me question, what if, since that's animated but it's meant to be live action, like through their perspective, live action in other universes? And I know I said this, let's go on a side topic for a quick second. I know I said quite a while ago that I had this idea, if they were ever to have this Miles Morales appear in live action, well, that would be kinda hard since the voice actors don't look, you know, entirely like their characters in live action. My idea was, have someone else in the suit of Miles Morales and have the voice actor voice them. Never mind, I take that back. I don't want that. I want animated Miles Morales standing next to live action Tom Holland, Peter Parker, and the rest of them. What I said before, I take it back. I don't want a live action Miles Morales if it's the same one, and being a different actor in the suit, never taking off the mask, and just having the voice actor do the voice. Never mind, I don't want that. I want animated Miles Morales next to live action. Because they already did that with Donald Glover. You know, sometimes you have to question, like, when Miles sees a live action character, does he see live action, or through his perspective, is he animated too? But it has to be live action, since they can tell the difference. They can tell that the Vulture at the beginning of the film was a Renaissance art style. They could tell that other people in the multiverse look different. They could tell it was a Lego Spider-Man. Well, only Miguel saw him, but still. So, aside from Spectacular Spider-Man showing up, there was one cameo that I also was questioning at first, before I saw the film. Is this real? And that is Andrew Garfield. I saw on Twitter X, I saw there that there was reused footage of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Peter, next to Captain Stacy, with a bunch of, like, animation scribble all over it. And before I watched the film, I'm questioning, is that real or is this fan-made? Did a fan out there just take that footage and just add some animation pizzazz over it? But no, it's real. It was very much real. So I did have Andrew Garfield spoiled for this film. But, you know, it makes sense since I watched this film like 2 months after it came out. But what I did not get spoiled was Tobey Maguire's Peter. I did not know that was in the film. He made a quick appearance, not actually, but like they reused footage of him next to his dying Uncle Ben. I did not know that was in the film before watching. So I saw both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker in this film. I was surprised, no Tom Holland. They didn't reuse footage for Aunt May's death, which I was a little surprised. Maybe they'll save that for Beyond the Spider-Verse. Or hell, maybe he'll actually show up. Since technically the only live-action actor who showed up to play and get new footage was Donald Glover. Mrs. Chen was reused footage. Tobey and Andrew's Peters were reused footage. So technically the only live-action person there was Donald Glover. Man, I want to see Donald Glover as the Prowler. You know, Mr. This Is America himself as a very brooding villain. Donald Glover seems like a very upbeat, positive guy, and to see him play the frickin' Prowler, I'm down for it. I want to see it. I hope whenever that does happen, we get a one-liner like, I was captured by different spider people in another universe. Like, I hope we get a one-liner for that. There's some kind of supply site for Zonai devices along the road. As we navigate the depths, this site is a lifesaver. Obviously, we need these devices to build transportation, but they take a beating when they bump around in the dark. Attach headlights. I don't know what I'd do without the supply site to swap out broken materials. Glory to Master Koga. Oh. Sounded like an ending right there. If whoever built the site wasn't long gone, I'd send a thank you note. Now, Glory? Yes, to Master Koga. You know, this Master Koga must be awesome if all of his followers love him this much. Not even as a boss, but like as an actual person. They think he's such a great guy. Alright, let's kick these Yiga's asses. I need some height first. I guess not. Hey, I should be able to go up there. Yo, make an entire cycle back. I'm surprised they gave those to me. The rupees and the Sunderline, I'm surprised they just gave them to me. I didn't have to go and pick them up myself. Okay, there's another guy around here. Where's the other one? I know I saw two. Right? I did see two, right? Or am I tripping? And maybe there was only one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did I notice Genki playing Spider-Man? Yeah, I did. Well, not while I was watching the film. When I watched a review for the film afterwards, they pointed that out. So I guess technically, no, I did not notice that while watching the film. Damn, I really wish I could have seen this in the theater and caught people's reactions there too. It's confirmed to be Spider-Man 2 gameplay. Yep, because Sony always advertises their own stuff in their own films. I mean, hell, that Insomniac Peter Parker showing up is enough advertising for me. Aha. Wait. There is another dude over here. What was I talking about? By the way, the way they illustrated canon events kind of looked exactly like the way the TVA depicted Nexus events. The way the TVA depicts the sacred timeline and branch timelines, well, branching from Nexus events, it looked the exact same. Oh my god. Yo, bro, I'm sorry about that bomb! Oh god! Bro, I'm sorry! Are you serious? This is like that one scene in the Mario movie. Huh? Huh? What you gonna do now, bitch? Anyways. Did I even... I don't think I did. I don't think I went in there and actually picked up the schematics. Oh, it worked. So they're talking about canon events and how Miles disrupted and prevented a canon event from Pavitre's universe. So his universe kind of began to fall apart for whatever reason. One guy surviving instead of dying tore apart the entire universe. Okay, some cosmic shenanigans we don't understand. Okay. You know, Miguel said that he did that once. Like, kinda messed with crap, I'm blanking on stuff. He messed with a canon event. So his multiversal counterpart, his doppelganger, died, which was a canon event, and then he replaced him, and for whatever reason, doing that, destroyed the universe. Okay. You know, I actually had this idea before Loki Season 1 came out in Avengers Endgame. Why didn't they just pluck a Black Widow out of time? You know, before they even time traveled back, they could have just, you know, swooped in, grabbed her, pulled her out like, oh, hey, we fixed the world, so we got the stones, we snapped everyone back, but you died, so that's why we went back and saved you and brought you to a universe where everything's back, everyone's back. And then, you know, what about that other universe? Who cares? Forget it. Forget about them. See, this was my idea before Loki Season 1 came out. To save Black Widow, just pluck her from some other point in the timeline. Don't even bother caring about the Nexus event that would cause. That was my idea at first. And then Loki Season 1 revealed why they can't do that, which the Avengers don't know about, but still. So I guess I would confirm, in a way, like why a Black Widow variant couldn't replace the original on the Sacred Timeline, like my initial idea was. So, canon events are a tragedy in a spider person's life, and that soon, I guess it's not Aaron Davis, actually, because Miles' dad is supposed to die in a few days. So Miles tries to escape, and then there's this giant mess of animation of a chase scene. It was hilarious too. The pointing meme, of course. How are they gonna one-up this in the future? They one-upped the pointing meme in No Way Home, How are they ever gonna one-up this one? Stop, Spider-Man! You? 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 And then he's like, no, Miles Morales, he's heading to Sector 4. Whatever the hell that person's name is, I am blanking out on so many names right now. That dude, he's like, do I have webbing on my face? Miguel's just running behind him like, no! Miles is behind you! Turn around! He turns around, Miles is just behind him. Once again, I love that. I love the goofball side of Miguel. I wish we got to see more of that. Kind of break the serious, brooding tone that he has all the time. So let's see. Miles gets away with it. Miles, he leaves, goes back to supposedly his universe. But I'm glad that this wasn't an animation mistake and this was intentional. When Miles, he tried to teleport back to his Earth, it said the wrong number. And I'm glad that, you know, that was intentional. Why don't I see the light route anywhere? What? What? Yeah, I didn't catch the number, but he went to the universe where the spider came from. I suppose the machine getting it wrong for Miles would be like a first. The first time it got it wrong, since Miles' case is so specific. The spider came from another universe and bit him. So I suppose like the machine like pins your universe based on your DNA. And since Miles has another universe's spider DNA or whatever in his system, it would send him to the wrong Earth. I suppose they never accounted for that when designing that machine, but okay. Since, you know, once again, Miles' case is so specific. So unheard of. So uncommon. To the point this is the first time it happened. So, the machine sends him to the wrong universe. Which I kind of thought something fishy was going on. The moment that he revealed being Spider-Man to his mom, and she isn't fazed by it, I'm like, is he in the wrong universe? And then he started glitching out, which confirmed it. Did you go back and watch Into the Spider-Verse? No, I did not. Why? What did I miss from not watching that first again? What are these? What? What is this? Huh? What are these things coming up? What? Okay, is it my footprints? Or are these like mushroom spores coming off of this? What? I assume this is like footprints. The spider glitching when it bit Miles. Oh. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Oh, you're right. That implies in the first film already that the spider came from another universe. Ah, I didn't think about that. You know, the whole glitching thing now makes me question, how does it work with other universes? Because now that we know the MCU is another universe in the multiverse, why didn't anyone glitch in No Way Home? Different directors, different writers, different studios, I know. But, you know, in universe, in multiverse, it's like, what the hell? Why is it happening here and not over there? You bastard, my dragonflies! Ooh, one strike! Get them, get them, get them, get them! Turn around, get them! Look at all those Poes. They're all about to be mine. And Miles' spider sent starting out purple and green for Prowler. Oh my god, I almost thought I was falling. Colors when he met Peter. Yeah. Yeah, I did notice that. It started off purple and green, and then it changed to red and blue. Because he was sensing Peter's sense. I did see before the film, before I saw the film, I did see people questioning like, what happened to Penny? Because the one and only scene she was in, she looked so upset. So I did see online people questioning like, what happened to Penny? Maybe we'll find out in the third film. So Miles went to the wrong Earth. He's on Earth, I believe. What? Bloopy's down here. Oh, I didn't even notice the tree! Nice! Oh no, No! The Zonite! Bro, the comics be crazy. You feel bad for her? I don't know anything about Penny Parker, so I should probably look into that. I think the only thing I might have an idea of is something like her father dying. I don't remember. I was about to say, that's a weird looking front part for the chest. Oh man, Bloopy's everywhere. I only get to shoot one for money. Crap, okay, I'll shoot this one then. If I can aim! There was the T-Rex Spider-Man. I did notice the bombastic Bagman. So Miles is on the wrong Earth, where his father died, his uncle is alive, and that universe's Miles became the Prowler. And then they kind of ended the film there. So they ended the film with Gwen assembling her Spider Force, her Avengers. How many of these Spider people would also question, what are the Avengers? Is that a band? Like how many of these Spider people's Earth don't have Avengers? So they basically ended the film with Miles stuck on that Earth, Earth 42, I believe. Gwen assembling her Spider Force to go and save him, consisting of Peter P. Parker. Oh, I didn't even mention his baby, Mayday Parker. Yeah, Peter, he was a bit of a joke in this film, but still also a father figure kind of mentor to Miles. So, yeah, he had a kid with his Mary Jane since last time. Which, if this film really takes place a year and 4 months after the first film, yo, Peter and MJ moved quick. They were busy. Like, damn. That was quick. And, if this film is only a year later, Mayday looks pretty old. She does not look like a 1-year-old. But then again, time, multiverse. MJ already said she wanted kids, but Peter didn't. So, ooh, I guess, and Peter said he also wanted one after meeting Miles. I know. Were they, you know, did they, get it on immediately after we last saw him? He rang the doorbell, then, who knows what that tiger was up to. So, this line was at the beginning of the film, which I did not expect to be that early. You know, the very obvious reference to No Way Home. Don't even get me started on that nerd about Doctor Strange and that nerd on Earth 1999999999. Gwen was just like, who's Doctor Strange? Sounds like he shouldn't be practicing medicine. So a very obvious callback to No Way Home. Which, okay, let me explain. I said that this film takes place like a year and 4 months after the first one, which I assume takes place in 2018, because the first film came out in 2018. So that would put this film taking place around 2019. But Spider-Man No Way Home didn't take place until 2024. The way I see that is, it's the multiverse. Miguel knew that Miles' dad was supposed to die in 2 days. So they know about events in the future. Multiverse, time doesn't exactly work the same. So if you technically watch this with your MCU timeline watch or whatever, you would technically watch this in between Infinity War and Endgame, which references a film that doesn't take place for a couple years, you know, in the MCU timeline. But you know what? Multiverse, it doesn't matter. So let me think. How many things were technically canonized to the MCU multiverse with this film? So we confirmed that Spider-Verse itself is now canon to the multiverse. Like the first film is now canon to the first film, and obviously the second one, with the appearance of Donald Glover from the MCU multiverse, MCU universe. It also canonized Venom, which we already knew. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, we already knew that. But it also canonizes to the multiverse the Insomniac Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Unlimited, which I didn't see him. He must have been a background character with no lines. And also the 1966 cartoon, which was already canonized in the first film. Which he did show up. He was in the film for one scene. I did not see Spider-Man in there, the Japanese Spider-Man. Though they did say that his model is rendered, or they did make his character model, so he's probably going to be in the third film. I love it. I love the idea that now we know in the MCU multiverse, somewhere out there exists Spectacular Spider-Man, this freaking PS4 game, and Spider-Man Unlimited. Is there anything else I'm missing? Any other Spider-Man projects out there that were canonized? I know the comics, they had, they showed what, Spider-Man's very first comic? But I'm talking about like shows, animations, films, video games. Like what else? What other like digital projects were also canonized. Because, to my memory, to my knowledge, that's it. All the other Spider-Men either had nothing, like no projects, no films, no shows, no appearances, and anything else. They were just in this one film. And nothing else. Like, I didn't see Ultimate Spider-Man, which I saw on Twitter X yesterday. Was it yesterday? Out of nowhere, was just like, remember when the cast of Jesse was on that? And I'm just like, no, I do not. I do not remember that. The cast of Jesse on Spider-Man Unlimited. I do not remember that. Which is surprising. I would have heard about that. But I don't remember that. And we don't need me to... I'm going to talk about it anyways. Because screw you, I'm going to talk about it. The Disney Channel universe, since most of their shows are interconnected, you know, the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck, they crossed over with Wizards of Waverly Place and Hannah Montana. And Sweet Life crossed over with Jesse when Jesse showed up and met Mr. Mosby. And then Jesse crossed over with Austin and Allie. And, wasn't there... Yeah, wasn't there a Shake It Up crossover? Good Luck Charlie crossed over with Shake It Up. Didn't Shake It Up crossover with Jesse? I could have that wrong. Are you telling me now that universe has a Spider-Man? Since Jesse showed up in Spider-Man Unlimited? Man, my brain hurts. Where am I going? I don't have... Oh, what? Bloopy Burrow. I didn't even notice the name. I don't exactly have any other Lightroots pinned. So, I suppose we should now go do some shrines? Let's see if this is just sitting out in the open. Anything else you want me to talk about Spider-Verse? I can't wait for the third film, which I know is delayed indefinitely. Not only because I don't think like they're even close to finishing animating that, but you know, there's currently a strike happening in Hollywood. The writers' strike, the actors' strike. Yeah, I know about that. Of course I know about that. I've been following it since day one. The SAG AFTRA strike, I've been following that since day one. So, you know, this strike is delaying all the projects we want to see, which sucks. But hey, writers and actors need to be paid unless the writers write us woke shit, like looking at you, Jessica Gao. Looking at you, Mindy Kaling. So, with Beyond the Spider-Verse delayed indefinitely, I think the title alone, Beyond the Spider-Verse, makes me think that it's gonna go even crazier with the appearances. I feel like we're gonna actually get live-action Spider-Man showing up, since Beyond the Spider-Verse just sounds like they're gonna go, you know, over and beyond with this film. So I swear to God, I am expecting a Tom Holland appearance in the third film. And preferably, this may be asking for too much, but preferably, also from Tobey and Andrew. I don't know, throw Venom in there too, I guess. So I'm expecting actual appearances from live-action characters, like the actors come and film new scenes, not reused footage. Alright, where the shrine is for this one. RIW. Oh, never mind. No, 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 not this one. This one I see needs... Yeah, this one's... Oh, never mind, I can't do this one. This one is the Yiga clan shrine. So I need all 3 pieces of the Yiga armor. So I can't do this one yet. I only have 1 of the Yiga outfits. Yeah. I assume maybe one of them I get from defeating Master Koga for the last time. Okay, if not this one, then what else? I have that one. I have this one. I do not have this one. Or this one. There's like no towers nearby. No sky islands either. I suppose I could just go here and try to go there. Anything else about Spider-Verse I should talk about? I talked about the major cameos: Mrs. Chen, Donald Glover's Prowler, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Spectacular Spider-Man, PS4 Spider-Man. Somewhere in the film, Spider-Man Unlimited. I see golden apples. Oh man, look at this place. It's a treasure trove of goodies and monster trees. Man, there's golden apples everywhere here. What do you guys think a golden apple tastes like? If they were real. I feel like they'd be incredibly sweet. Oh, maybe I could do this. Maybe I accidentally got onto Minoru. Maybe I could just grab all the apples by like this. Ooh. Well, maybe I can't grab that one. Nice! Backflip apple grab. See, if this was Breath of the Wild, in this exact location, what I would do is I would use the bombs to cut down the trees, and then, well, I would use the bombs again to turn them all into wood. But now, since I don't have those in this game, I gotta do it the legit way. Or as legit as this is. No! Give me that apple. I want that one apple. You know, it's actually amazing to think how much Sony has fumbled their films recently. The Venom movies weren't bad, but they weren't amazing. You know? Morbius, we don't need to talk about that. Well, Kraven the Hunter, we'll have to see when that comes out, because as of now, that's not out yet. Which, by the way, I'm sorry, but I just don't see Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven the Hunter. When I see him, I just don't think Kraven. Now it's interesting to think that it's basically confirmed. MCU, it's Quicksilver. His doppelganger on another Earth is Kraven the Hunter. Well, we've had weirder things before, just like Mrs. Chen. Well, this is nothing new. We're unfazed by this at this point. We're unfazed by weird stuff at this point. Since Kraven, Morbius, and Venom are all meant to be on the same Earth, Earth 688, right? Yeah, it does not seem like Sony has had a very good track record lately of their live-action films. It's amazing how much of a W the animated films are that they produce. But the live-action stuff? Ooh, I don't know what went wrong. Once again, I'm not saying the Venom movies are bad. I enjoyed them, but they weren't amazing. You know, it's not like there was some cinematic masterpiece, but they also weren't, you know, necessarily a flop. See, if not for golden apples, I wouldn't do this. But because they're... See? The chance of missing out on golden apples around here. Yeah, I'm doing this. Look how many golden apples I would have missed if I not did this. Was someone crossbreeding apples in Hyrule since the last game? Because golden apples weren't a thing in that game. My guess is animated is less mainstream, so the team doesn't get micromanaged by execs. I suppose. But then again, with an IP as big as Spider-Man, you would think that they want it perfected. You know? You would think that Sony would like look over the shoulder of the animators, like, are you making sure every single pixel is correct? But then again, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they know that Spider-Man is such a, you know, such a what do I say? Such a great marketing tool in its own to get asses into the theater seats. Maybe they know that, okay, we interfere, we're gonna mess something up. So just let them cook. Let the animators cook. You hear the sound effect too? Almost like this paraglider is working double as an umbrella. You can hear it in the sound effects. So, this film confirms, technically, that what certain Earths in the multiverse are. Earth 1610 is Miles Morales' Earth. What was Gwen's Earth? 45? Well, whatever Gwen's Earth was. In the multiverse, that's what her Earth is. Earth 616 is Peter B. Parker. So now we know in the multiverse, Earth 616 is this older Peter Parker who now has Mayday with Mary Jane. I'm blanking on the Earths right now. We know Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man Earths are some big-ass number out there. MCU is Earth 199999. You know, not 616. $1610? Yeah, that's Miles Morales's. Did I say something wrong, or is 1610 not Miles Morales's Earth? Did I say something wrong? What did I say wrong? Is the Ultimate Earth? Yeah, so isn't that just Miles' Earth, the Ultimate storyline? You've confused me. What did I say wrong this time? So, are there the Ultimates instead of Avengers? Given from what we've seen on this Earth so far, no. Nothing wrong, just questioning. Okay, so I didn't say anything wrong again. So, yeah, based on what we've seen from Miles' Earth, I would say no, there is not the Ultimates. You know that MCU timeline I mentioned a little while back? Now I need to add all this stuff to it. Why is the line moving? Okay, that makes me think the crystal is on something. Maybe a Hinox in a cave? Or a Lionel down here? It has to be on something for it to be moving. Remember, the MCU timeline I mentioned was just the MCU. The main Marvel Studios projects. I didn't mention the other stuff like the Venom films, the TV shows, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the other stuff that are canon. Aha! I called it! A Hinox! I did not mention any of that stuff in my overall, like, Marvel multiverse timeline. If you want me to go over that, let me know. Because, oh yeah, I have that list ready. I haven't updated it in quite a while. You know, all the multiverse stuff I haven't added in yet just because I'm lazy. You know, same thing goes for DC. My DC timeline, ever since the Flash movie came in, I have not added in Adventures of Superman yet. Which, you know what, speaking of the Flash movie, let me just mention this. I am aware that the Jay Garrick that popped up is not Teddy Sears. I am aware. It came out that one of the editors for the Flash movie, Jason Ballantyne, was the face for that Jay Garrick. So I am aware that is not Teddy Sears' Jay Garrick. Just wanted to point that out there. Even though, coincidentally, they look very similar. Which, you know, that now, them saying we had no room to include Grant Gustin in the film as a cameo, bullshit. Doesn't it kind of make you guys question why these cameos are in the film? Why in a Flash movie, the cameos would not be Flash related? All the cameos were Superman and Batman. You know what I would have had in the film if, you know, if I had free control? What I would have done is akin to the post-credit scene for the Justice League. You know, at the end of that film, you had Flash and Superman race. I would have had that, but, you know, so Ezra Miller's Flash gets ready, and then out of the corner of the screen, Grant Gustin's Flash pops in, and on the other side, John Wesley Shipp's Flash. I would have had all three of them on screen, and then them race, and literally just like Justice League, it would cut off once they start racing. That's what I would have done. So when are we getting that film, by the way? The Flash No Way Home. When are we getting that film? When are we also getting the Superman No Way Home film? Bring back Henry Cavill, David Corenswet, and hell, throw in Brandon Routh. And why not? If he's not busy, Tyler Hoechlin as well. When are we getting that film? When are we gonna get an Elseworld Superman No Way Home? You know how much the fans would love that? Oh my god, imagine that. Imagine that. Aside from Spider-Man, I don't think they've done that yet. like in an actual official film, had multiple actors who portrayed the same character on screen together. I don't think a movie has done that yet, aside from Spider-Man No Way Home. We've had that briefly on TV with DC, but I'm talking about a film. And you know what, while I'm talking about films that aren't Spider-Man, just a quick thing to mention for Guardians Volume 3 that I noticed. So that scene where Yondu cameoed, that really was Yondu. At least I think so. That wasn't, you know, that wasn't Kraglin's imagination. I think that really was the ghost of Yondu. Why? Because Yondu said, use your heart. In Guardians Volume 2, Kraglin wasn't there to hear Yondu teach Peter, use your heart. So Kraglin didn't know to use his heart. So that had to be Yondu actually telling him. Oh wait, he has got a metal shackle on this leg. Your chastity belt is getting in my way. Oh, I thought that the green thing was his tongue. No, that's his necklace. Great! Let's hoist this over there. And one more thing about Guardians. So I mentioned before, like, why didn't Peter wear his helmet? Well, I thought about it. And I think it's really a case of different directors. Because James Gunn, he was in charge of the Guardians trilogy. He basically wrote and directed that trilogy. But Infinity War and Endgame, he was an executive producer, but he didn't control at all what the Guardians did in those films. So if you just look at the trilogy, James Gunn's Guardians trilogy, Star-Lord's helmet broke in Volume 2. So it kind of sounds like James Gunn intended for his helmet to be broken in the third film. But we saw in Infinity War and Endgame that Star-Lord had his helmet back, which was not part of James Gunn's plan. So it's a case of different directors. Now, James Gunn, I did see on Twitter X that he gave an explanation. He was asked, why didn't Star-Lord use his helmet? He said he left it in a drawer in nowhere. Because, you know, at the beginning of the film, he was drunk. Adam Warlock showed up out of nowhere, fatally wounding Rocket almost. So he had to leave in a hurry. He was drunk and he had to quickly leave to save Rocket. So James Gunn said that he left his helmet in a drawer on Nowhere. Can you imagine if Miles Morales is in Avengers Secret Wars? Man, I don't think he will be, but think about that. If all of a sudden out of nowhere an animated Miles Morales shows up, how do you think the audience would react? Would they explode with cheers and applause, or would they all scratch their head like, who is that guy and why is he animated in this live action film? Alright, let's, real quick. Who do you want to see in Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars? Go. Alright, for me, obviously, the Avengers. Whoever the hell the Avengers team is right now. I also want to see Toby and Andrew back in that film. This is unlikely. Maybe Venom. Though if Venom doesn't show up, I won't be too upset. But I do want to see Toby and Andrew back. Maybe Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm very curious. Will they canonize the Fox X-Men universe into the multiverse with Deadpool 3? Because I think they will. The timeline for that, for the X-Men universe, it's a bit messy, but if you know how it, kind of plays out, then it's not too confusing. You know what I really want Marvel to do? I heard this idea, so this idea isn't original to me, but I want them to do this. Do what you did with the original Marvel phases, but with the X-Men. Give them each an individual solo film, and then end with the phase with an Avengers-style X-Men team-up film. So you give Wolverine his own film, Cyclops his own film, Beast his own film. You give each X-Men their own film, and then you have them team up in an X-Men Avengers-style film. Man, I would love that. But the question is, do some of these X-Men characters have what it takes to lead their own solo film? With the right with the right writer, I would say yes. So, Spider-Verse. Anything else for me to talk about? Did I forget about anything? I bet you that the PS4 Insomniac Spider-Man that showed up in the film was the new Ben-faced Peter, not the John-faced Peter. Sweet, another free shrine, just for flying down to it. I bet you that. I don't like the new face, but it is what's technically canon now. I don't like it, but it's what we have to deal with. A Ben-looking Peter. We can get another heart container now. I still love that they were faithful to the animation style. Literally, the Insomniac Spider-Man that showed up was the same graphics, too. Oh, did I mention Yuri? He had a voice cameo. Like, he actually came back to record that one line. I feel like they did that while they were recording voice lines for, like, Spider-Man 2. They were just like, hey, real quick, say this into the mic. Alright, thanks. We're gonna put you in the Spider-Verse film. What? Oh yeah, one voice cameo was Doc Ock. Alfred Molina's Hello Peter from No Way Home, for some reason, was in the film as a voice cameo. Neat. I love this stuff. I love this multiverse stuff, even if it does hurt my brain to think about. Thinking about, like, all the stuff that's canon now. I very much doubt they had this intention initially. Well, actually, it's not even Marvel Studios. This is Sony. Oh yeah, I know. You should see the comic Spider-Verse. I know the comic goes even more crazy. I am trying to make it to that chasm opening to get the icon. Did I turn Tulin off? What's going on? Where is he? When did I do this? Ah, remember this old place? Hey, look at that. They gave us an easier way to get up now. Oh, they were nice enough to give us an easier way to get up here. Do I see a double layered enemy camp back there? What is that I'm seeing? Is that a Lynel? It is a Lynel. I thought they were eating that snowball. I want those ice fruits! Alright, now you get yours. Knock him off, knock him off, knock him off! Knock him off, knock him off, knock him off, come on! Nice! Oh, you're still alive! I thought the fall damage would kill you. Oh, I thought that would kill you. And, unlike the last game, as you can see, they gave us an easier way to get up. Instead of having to Revali's Gale, or to climb up there yourself. Ooh. It's Blood Moon time. By the way, my friends, they did not show up today because they're out drinking without me right now. I could have gone. They offered for me to join. You know, I was actually questioned, "Are you not coming?" And I said, "I don't drink." And since it's obvious you guys don't want to hang out with me if I don't drink, well, one of my friends does that. Well, I'm not gonna bother going. Because these guys will drink, they're gonna get absolutely wasted. And well, I don't want to crash the party by being the one sober dude. So I'm not going. And also because there was supposedly a storm tonight. There was like a 50% chance there could have been a thunderstorm tonight. Clearly, it did not happen. If I did go, I would have had to drive back. Jesus, that voice cracked. I would have had to drive back in this in the supposed storm. Aww. Can I maybe? Where is it? Come to me. That's not it. Oh, look at that. Ha ha ha! Thank you, Nintendo. You made us gamers even lazier. I would go down for those ice keys parts. But I'm already up here. You know, my friend confirmed recently that he did it again, or rather they did it again. Remember how I told you guys previously that I have this old group of friends from elementary school who they hang out without me because they drink. They drink, and because I don't, they don't want to even consider inviting me because they think it will be lame if I join and I don't do anything. So my friend confirmed recently that they hung out again without me. Thanks for that. Thanks. Okay, so this would be the shrine nearby. I can at least fall down and try to spot other light roots. No, give me my stamina back. Turn up the brightness real quick. And since the area is lit up, I can see if there's any other light routes better. Is this what a camera sees when performing a colonoscopy? This is a deep hole, by the way. This is a really deep chasm opening. Alright, let's take a look. A little too soon. Now let's take a look. I think I have that one. Yeah, I'm facing this direction. I need to face a damn wall. Aha! Alright, now we know there's a shrine there. Oh man, that one's high up. That one's really high up. Yay, the fire fruits didn't go off. Come on, try it again. Come on, don't give up. Let me do that exact same thing again. That's not what you did before. Do I have any other weapons I want to use? Sure. This. Give me that. I said no! My stuff! Did I pick up that rock hammer? I did. Good. Really? You can't see me? They heard, like, the horn begin to go off, then they're like, what happened? What? I thought I heard something. That's the one I pinned, yeah? That one's really high up there. I'm betting the ones up here are armored. Yeah? No? I can't see. May as well finish this. You fool! Wait, launch him in there! Anything else you guys want me to talk about? I also saw on Twitter X a couple days ago that Tony Stark officially dies in about 2 months. Well, it was officially dies in 2 months, but I saw that a couple days ago. So, canonically wise, in less than 2 months from right now, Tony Stark will die. Because remember, Avengers Endgame took place in 2023. I feel like that time jump was, looking back, a big mistake for Marvel. It caused such a mess. You ever notice that nowadays in MCU projects they don't mention the year? You think I didn't notice that when Aunt May died they covered up the year of death? Okay, let me finish using this first. Ooh, nice. Yeah, just stand next to the fire. I don't even know what just happened. Where'd the other one go? Mid-air 2. Okay. Now, where'd that other one go? That's about all I have to talk about for Spider-Verse, I think. Really good film. Animation was incredible, as always. I love the concept of this animated film. How it's completely... It's several completely different animation styles. All in one film, including live action. Oscar Isaac voicing Miguel is perfect. Who doesn't love Oscar Isaac? Incredible actor and just an incredible goofball in real life, too. I think that's all the Zonite around here. Have I been there yet? Probably not. There. No, I have. The Gerudo Mine. Then, have I been here? Isn't this the Yiga place I was just at? Or was that over here? Have I been here? Probably faster for me to check by going here. Oh! I did get one shiny in Pokemon Go today. I got this today. Shiny Sableye. Absolute garbage stats, but who cares? It's a shiny. I think that's my third shiny Sableye in the game. No, second. That's my second shiny Sableye. I thought I had two. Oh well. It's fine. Ugh. So what was over there at the blue? Big wall in my face. I already did the dishes tonight, so I got nothing after this. Tomorrow's Saturday, too. Tomorrow, the weekend, hopefully it's more busy at work, because work has been... we made no money today, so my entire family had $0 for income today. And you know what? I'm gonna say this again, because the world has not heard this enough. Once again, I am saying that insurance-having motherfuckers are the most annoying bitches on the face of the planet. Man, I dealt with some frickin' douchebags with insurance coverage today. Annoying as fuck. Man, I told them $3.90 after fucking discount. God, I hate using that word now, but still, I have to use it. Of course, the usual question, I get this asked on a daily, is, can you do better? Any more discount? You know, less price? It is so tiring. Hello, welcome back. I'm just talking about how annoying work is. It really takes a toll on me. Basically every single day hearing that, to the point where I am very not motivated to do work anymore. But it was... earlier today, it was so disappointing. You know, like I said just now, we literally made $0 today, which is awful, because that means my entire family had no income for today. So I thought that, you know, I was about to make the first sale of the day. We would not go the entire work day making $0. So they were getting ready to buy, you know, despite being annoying as shit, cheap as hell. So they were getting ready to buy, but like I said, insurance-having bastards, they're also very lazy. They don't want to deal with it themselves. So the way, you know, what they want is for us to claim it for them directly. But because this lady, she had none of the paperwork, I couldn't do it. And she's like, oh, never mind, I'm not buying from you. And that disappointed me so badly. The fact that I had to deal with this annoying, cheapskate-ass, bitch-ass lady, just for her to, you know, get ready to buy, get my hopes up. And then because her stinking ass had none of the paperwork, none of the stuff ready, she's just like, oh, you can't do the payment for me? Oh, never mind, I'm not buying from you. You know how disappointed I was? How upset that got me? I'm really in the wrong line of field. What am I doing with my life? And I can't say this enough. It is so exhausting hearing this stuff every single day. I don't know how my mom did this for like 30 years. Every single day, hear bitch-ass customers just, you know, bargain to lower the prices, complain that the prices are too high, constantly nag and constantly go on, like, lower the goddamn price. I don't know how my mom did this for like 30 years. I don't know how I'm gonna do this for at least 30 years. Obviously, the only option for me to get out of this industry is go back to school and take something else. As if that's so easy. As if it's so easy for me to just, you know, I want to switch careers just like that. I switched careers. As if it was that easy. Gotta go back to school, pay school tuition even when I'm already in debt. Take, like, at least 3 more years of school, stressing out about all that again. And then, you know, find a job in that new career and then learn the basics of all that. It's like, yeah, as if me switching careers is so easy to do. It's either that or stay in this line of field dealing with these bitch-ass customers. Ever read the Sun Spider comic? No. Which one is that? Once again, I said this before. I really wish that bastards out there would have this mentality. This is a mentality people should have. People with insurance should be glad that they have insurance at all. Say, for example, the cheapskate lady I had to deal with earlier who didn't even end up buying. Her total was $390. She said she only had $300 coverage. I wish people would see it this way. You should be glad that of that $390, $300 is covered. You should be glad that instead of actually paying the $390, you should be glad that you're only paying $90 for a $390 product. You should not be trying to bargain it down to as low as possible so you technically don't pay a single dollar. Because that's how the mentality is for people. You only cover $300, you want to pay only $300, so you use up the insurance, you get the money back so you basically don't lose anything, and you don't pay anything out of pocket. That's the mentality 100% of people have. I wish they had it the other way, where instead of that, you should be glad that you don't have to pay the full amount. You should be glad that anything is being covered at all, which cuts down the price for you. So, once again, like the example I just gave, you should be glad that out of the $390, $300 is covered. So you only pay the 90 bucks. What the hell? Where'd you come from? I saw the chew. I saw the chew jelly. I thought it looked larger than normal. Where'd that red jelly come from? What is happening? But no, people in this world want to be cheap. You know, I get that money is everything in this world. I get that people want to save money. But as, you know, Peter Parker said, I missed the part where that's my problem. Do I want this shield? You know what? No, I do not. Well, actually... That just destroyed my ice fruit. You know, it's so exhausting work. It is mentally draining every single day. Once again, I said this multiple times in the past, but I'll say it again. Someday, some cheapskate insurance-having douchebag prick is gonna upset me on the wrong day, and I'm gonna go off. I am just gonna yell all this stuff back to that one unlucky customer. Like one day some insurance-having customer is gonna feel my wrath. Just gonna, you know, try to bargain down the price as much as possible. Just gonna try to make me do all the work for them because they're lazy little pricks. One day I'm gonna be so irritated. I've just had enough. That I'm just gonna explode on them. Pause. And just, you know, get all of this out there. One day, that unlucky customer is going to hear all of this. And unfortunately, if I am going to do that one day, that'll basically dig my family's grave. Because, a stunt like that, ooh, that'll definitely get out there. People are going to see that, yo, this business, the people working there are rude as fuck. We're not going to buy from there anymore. We're not going to support their business. And then it's basically RIP to us. And you know, life is only getting tougher and tougher. Earlier, my dad, he was watching the news like he does every day. He was watching the news, and the news was just showing how the world is on fire these days, and I mean that literally. The news showed like 5 different fires happening out there. You know, that's aside from the Canadian wildfires going on. Something that happened, something like an explosion in Hawaii, I think. And then, I don't know, like a lot of different places are experiencing, like, if not natural disasters, then fires, explosions, whatever. The world is on fire. The world is an awful place right now. And my dad was telling me, son, you need to keep one thing in mind. What did he say? Cash is everything? Because I've also expressed my thoughts and emotions and feelings towards this world getting too digital, too laxed. And oh yeah, don't think I haven't noticed that. Everyone these days, nobody carries cash anymore. And you hear people say that all the time. When people are out shopping, you literally hear people say, who carries cash anymore? You literally hear that. Hell, some of my friends do that. You know what I do? I carry both. I carry cash and cards, because you never know. You never know if a place doesn't accept cards and it's cash only. Or you never know if, say, your card doesn't have enough, so you can only pay some with cash and some with card. I said this before. I literally have 2 friends. One who only carries cash, no cards, and the other only carries cards, no cash. I'm doing this. You can't even see it. I was doing that below the camera. So this digital world is becoming more and more dangerous because idiots out there, they don't think, okay, who the hell carries cash anymore? All card, baby. Oh, my wallet got stolen? Oh, all my credit cards were in there. Now I gotta call the bank. cancel my cards. And until I get a new card in the mail, I got no money to use because I have no cash. You frickin' stupid dimwit. At that point, you did that to yourself. You carrying no cash on you, you did that to yourself. Anyways, so yeah, my dad was telling me cash is everything. Because, you know, he said just in case, you never know, just in case some natural disaster happens, some citywide, countrywide blackout happens. You can't use your cards because, you know, credit card machines won't work. You try to go out and buy supplies. With what money? If you're card only. You have cash, then maybe that's, you know, it's something. It's something. If all electronics are down, well, your credit card is just a piece of plastic. But with cash, something. It's something. Even if they take it, you at least have that opportunity. You know, through my dad's perspective, I'm just some brat who doesn't even listen to him, but I listen. I may not show it, but I listen. I listen to what my dad says. I listen to my dad's sage wisdom trying to guide me through life. I listen. And that's why, dear folks, carry both cash and cards. You know, my dad is very... What the hell is that? My dad is very much a, well, not a hardcore doomsday prepper, but he does have this stuff in mind. He does somewhat prepare for it. He doesn't have, like, a bunch of MREs prepared, but he does think about this stuff. He literally, like, we went to Costco a couple months ago, and he taught me, because I never thought about this, given, you know, I don't really know that much in general. He taught me this, and I never thought about this. Costco sells these generators that you can... It's either like gas-powered or electric. You can charge up the generator. He taught me that one day, if I have myself a family, and I have the money, I should buy one of these. Why? Like I said, in case something happens, in case some sort of blackout happens, no heat, no electricity, no power, you have this backup electric or whatever generator. You can maybe charge your phone, call for help, assuming service lines work. You can cook food with it. You know, stuff like that. We don't have one ourselves because it's expensive. It's like $2,000 for one of those. But you know, you have to think about this stuff. My dad tries to teach me this stuff for if one day I have my own family, which is a long time from now, if that even happens. What am I even talking about? I'm unfreezable, bitches! But yeah, this lady really, like, really upset me earlier. You know? Business is horrible. No money all day. I thought I was gonna make the first sale putting up with this annoying bitch-ass, cheap-ass lady. And then, out of nowhere, she's just like, oh, never mind. I was beginning to write down the paperwork as well. Write down all the information on the sale. And then she just turns around and says, nope, never mind. And, what a surprise, a Mandarin lady. Man, people mistake me for being Mandarin all the time. People expect me to speak Mandarin. Listen, goddammit, I am not a Mandarin person. My family always tells me you should learn Mandarin because it's good for business. I'm not a Mandarin person. I should not even be expected to learn the language. Learn another freaking language. Look at all those Poes back there. Oh my god, this Talus is bulky. Uh-oh. Fuck. I wonder if launching Yunobo... No! Yunobo, get your big ass... I don't know if you saw that. Water spilled all over me doing that. Once again, does this work? I don't remember if this works. It does. But it does no damage to it. I thought this weapon was almost about to break. Get off, get off, get off! This is a bulky Talus. No, I can't do one more. Okay, that did do something. If not a little bit too early. Oh god, get off! Oh, I thought you were gonna throw your rock at me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it! Nope. Too late. I think I saw Tulin's arrow flying back there. Wait, there's nothing fused to it. No, 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 fuse the Talus heart to it. Come on, come on, no! Damn it. Okay, gonna go around, pick up all the bows. Man, I want to go heal, but it's such a hassle to get back here. I'm obviously not going to do that enemy camp yet, because I am a breath away from death. I also had one customer come in earlier today, complained about the prices again. He's saying, oh, this place did the prices this way, that place did it cheaper. Well, the moment someone says that to me, I'm just like, okay, bye, goodbye. You're clearly not going to do business with us because you don't like the pricing. Bruh, if you I don't understand the mentality of customers when they do this. If you find a better deal there, then why are you here? Right? Say, for example, we don't really have targets here, but for you guys in the US, I'll just give you this example. Say I find something that's like $2 at Walmart, and then I find the same thing at Target for $3. What do you expect me to do? Complain to the cashiers at Target? Walmart sells it for cheaper. What do you expect to happen? Target to suddenly lower their prices just so they can have your business? I really don't like dealing with customers. Dealing with people in life is so mentally exhausting. Having to deal with this every day, hear the exact same things every day. I don't know how people do this. I don't know how others do this, but I am already losing my sanity. Already from having to deal with this. And the sad part is, I have no choice but to deal with it because business is almost non-existent, so I have to put up with this to frickin' live. I didn't ask for this life. Remember that. I didn't ask for these kind of hardships in life. Okay, so this is right here. So I'm going to pin this so I remember where this is. Because I need to heal before I take this on. But I'm gonna try my best, run and pick up those Poes, and then quickly get out of here. Come over here and sleep. And you know what? Once again, it's only in my business, my industry, that this happens. It is so unfair. You don't see any other industries have customers that are these punk-ass bitches. Only in my line of field do people bargain like this. Well, you know, not counting stuff like the flea market, since that's kind of what they're designed for. I really don't understand why it's just this business. Why do people think it's acceptable to only do this with this line of business, but nothing else? You know, dealing with people who bargain on the daily has really made me grow a hatred for people who do that. Man, let me tell you, it triggers me when I occasionally see my parents do it. You know, my dad and I, he took me to this new hardware store a couple months ago. He bought this like hand carrying barrel, whatever the hell this thing is called. I forgot what it's called. The thing that you like wheel, you know, that has wheels, whatever. The cashier lady asked, "Is this your first time buying here?" My dad was like, "Yes." First time customer discount? She so quickly said no. Man, the only credit I gotta give to my dad is at least he tried. But like I said, grown a hatred for people who bargain. Just a couple weeks ago, my mom tried to bargain for a freaking pot of flowers. It was like 30 bucks for whatever these flowers were. She's like, "Can you do less?" 33 bucks, I think. Statistically speaking, more people need glasses. I think people need food more than glasses. Yeah, you don't see people bargain for that stuff. I don't see someone bargaining for the price of What's an expensive food item? Oh, what's coming to mind is steak. I don't see people bargaining the price of a ribeye, a filet mignon at Costco. I don't see people bargaining for a rack of ribs at Costco. You know, you're lucky. You don't have to deal with punk-ass losers like I have to. And let me tell you, once again, it is so exhausting. It is exhausting to do this every day. How did I miss both? Oh, man. Are you a white Lizalfos? Or not? An ice Lizalfos? I can't even tell. Well, let's find out. Wow, that was not what I meant to hit, but it worked. Fuse it to something. I don't have a weapon out. Get rid of this. I always forget to jump to the side whenever they do that. I see lots of poles to pick up around here. Is you an ice Lizalfos? I can't even tell. Oh, yes you are. Was this guy the last one? I think so. Let's just give her a fresh one since we're already right here. The hell happened? What was that? Anything else to pick up around here? I see that bomb right there. Okay, I already see that's a spear weapon. What was that sound? I swear I just heard something. That couldn't have been the sound of the soldier disappearing. Because I haven't heard that before. Okay, so I already explored here. Yeah, that's pretty high up. Then again, I think it's because you can see here that this chasm was in a darker part of the depths. Once again, did you notice the detail of the chasm being the opposite? The depths being the opposite? Look, this is a mountain summit here. It's even deeper here in the depths. And look, this part's normal ground. That means it's higher up. Notice that? So if I want to get to that, then I would have to climb up out of here. And then I could just walk over. That's probably the quickest way. How do I want to do this? Wow, look at how much of the depths we've explored. We are almost done. Ooh, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, there's still this we have to do. These islands. I haven't done this yet. You can maybe see a peek at... Where is it? There was a... Yeah, right here. Should we do that? Actually, yeah, let's do that. We haven't checked these islands out yet. And have I washed this cup? No! This cup has been sitting here for weeks and I'm still drinking out of it. What is that? Okay, it's just a geoglyph. Remember when geoglyphs were something we were looking for? Man, that was so long ago when I played this game. Oh, you only brought me so high up. Well, that's fine. I can climb the rest. Ugh. Oh, I'm not even on the island. I'm... You know what? That's fine. So the island starts here. We may as well just, like, Oh, there's a bridge right there, dummy. May as well just explore the islands one at a time. Can someone finish him off? One hit, thank you. One hit should have done it. You know what? My bow is about to break anyways. Right? Oh, I can't even see. Yep. Like one more shot and this thing will break. Or two more shots. Oh, it's already equipped, idiot. Nothing really around here. Yeah, I don't think these islands have that much to explore. There used to be... Oh. Wait, no, that's the shrine I came from. Never mind. There used to be a shrine here on these islands. But not anymore. There's probably like new caves on these islands I could explore. Or that. No, I'm too far. I'm too far. Did I just see something there? Oh, that's a... Wait, no, wait. What was up there? What? Oh, it's just these guys. Well, I don't care. Can I get the parts for this, or do I have to pick it up myself? I didn't get anything from that. Is there something up there, maybe? Oh, this updraft didn't really do anything for me. And look, there's also metal rocks down there. You don't really see those anymore in this game. Alright, there's nothing up here. We haven't seen a lot of Wizzrobes either. It's been a while since we last saw one of these guys. Wizzrobes don't drop anything besides the weapon, so no thanks. these islands don't really have anything to explore anymore. Unless I'm just walking right past what there is, like the new stuff. How did a chasm open up there? This used to be where the shrine is, too. And these islands, the depth counterparts should be lit up. Oh my god. Look at what we have down here. Can I just fall and take a look? You know, it's kind of strange to me that only the parts of Hyrule that have land on top have the depths. Wouldn't it make more sense for there to be, like, you know, depths here in between? Why is it specifically only below the islands? Wouldn't there be like a space, like this empty space here? Wouldn't that connecting make a bit more sense? What, depths can't exist where water is sitting on top? Where did that enemy camp just go? I swear to God, I just saw it. I don't know why I want to do this, but I'm doing it. This path just looks so Yunobo-able. Okay, there was no point to me even shooting it. Ooh, lots of stuff. Man, this spot would be kind of cozy. You put up a bed here, you set up something. If this place was a little bit bigger, it'd be nice. But this would be a cozy little place. You take these guys out, assuming the Blood Moon won't bring them back. You know, you have this place to yourself, and you can warp out of here. This place would be cozy. Oh, I'm not even locked onto the right enemy. Oh, you were thrown into my spin attack. Oh, man. I'm going for them. Ooh. Nice kick and miss. What else do I want to use? Oh. Come on, I'm just trying to... I'll just use Rock Hammer. Save Minoru's boxing gloves for, you know, the bigger fights. Oh, there's another one. There's one more. You know what? I completely forgot to say what else I did yesterday. And that was cook the steak. The tomahawk steak. So let me retell the story for those who didn't hear when I said this yesterday. So a coworker of mine, he has connections. He helped us get our hands on 2 tomahawk steaks. It wasn't cheap, keep that in mind. But you don't really, you know, see these in supermarkets, so it's not easy to get your hands on. So yesterday, I spent all day preparing it, or rather just waiting for it to cook. In reality, cooking this took like, or not cooking, but getting this ready took like 2 days. 2 days of just minor work. So, because when we first got it, we weren't going to eat it right away, so we had to put it in the freezer. It was vacuum sealed. So, where's the path? Oh, it's blocked. So we put it in the freezer, vacuum sealed. So obviously we had to take it out 2 days prior to have it defrost in the fridge, because that's how you're supposed to properly defrost things. Let them sit in the fridge until they defrost on its own. Not exactly, you know, put them in warm water, but that works too. For a large cut of meat like this, yeah, you definitely want to let it thaw and defrost naturally on its own. So 2 days before cooking, I took it out the freezer and I stuck it in the fridge. You know, so it's in the fridge, it's in a safe temperature for cold enough for bacteria not to grow, but not cold enough for it to stay frozen. So in the fridge, it's safe and cold, but not cold enough so it'll start defrosting, so it'll start thawing. So that was 2 days prior, and then the night before, which I think was the last time I played this, you know, I took it out the freezer, I took it out the vacuum seal bag, and I completely salted the whole thing so I could dry brine it in the fridge overnight. That way to dry out the exterior, deeply season the meat. And yeah, that's about it. That's like the two things dry brining does. And for like aesthetics, a deep red color. But yeah, that's about like all that dry brining is. Deeply seasons the meat and dries out the exterior for a better crust. Like, that's about it. You know, I can drop these entirely. And you know what? Matter of fact, what I'm going to do with one of these... Whoa! So, yesterday when I actually cooked it, I didn't have any of the baking trays. The aluminum trays that you would use to, like, make a lasagna in. I didn't have any of those. So my initial idea was to prepare the compound butter first. So I melted 2 sticks of butter, put a whole bunch of garlic and 1 whole shallot in there with some black pepper. So that was my plan. I was chopping up the garlic and the shallots, and then it was getting ready to rain. So I stopped what I was doing. I got in my car and I drove out to the supermarket and I had to buy that stuff. Plus sweet potatoes, because I was also going to do like a scalloped potato with sweet potatoes as well. So I drove out, and as I was pulling up to the parking lot of the supermarket, it began raining. And my dumbass forgot I had an umbrella in the trunk of my car. So I ran into the supermarket. I ran across the parking lot, stopping to look both ways first, of course. And yeah, I had to run in the rain to do that, forgetting I had a goddamn umbrella in my trunk. So, you know, bought 2 things for like just under $10. And by the time I got home, I kid you not even like 10 minutes after I got home, it stopped raining. And it didn't rain for the rest of the day. Oh well. It almost looks like I could go up there and see what there is. There's probably nothing up there. So then, well, I also I already salted the meat before since I dry brined it, so I just black peppered it and I garlic powdered it. And then I let that sit for a bit while the compound butter solidified a bit in the fridge. That way it's not liquid when it's on the actual meat itself. So then I slathered the butter all over the meat. Pause. Like, you know, I basically like covered the whole thing. And then into a 250 oven until it reached an internal temp of around 130. And then, yeah, that's when I watched Spider-Verse. So when I finished the film, I washed the dishes, and then by the time I was done all of that, then the meat came up to temp, so I pulled it out, and then I started cutting the potatoes. Started working on the scalloped potatoes. I don't have a mandolin, so I had to cut the potatoes thinly by hand. I really should buy a mandolin. You know, it's a lot safer than... Yeah, it is a lot safer than me just cutting potatoes scallop style by hand. Especially sweet potatoes. Those ones are more solid, more firm than regular potatoes are. So it's more dangerous to chop. But I did it, and I still have all my fingers. You know, I actually do have a scar because of something like that. I was peeling apples and I cut the tip of my finger. Yeah, it was not fun. Man, that happened over a decade ago too. Man, I don't know if I should show this. Like, I don't know if you guys can see. You guys can not really see. If you guys can see, like on my this finger on my left hand is where I cut it off. You guys can barely see. You see that like tiny little patch that looks a little different? You see right there? Yeah, that's a bit of skin I cut off, but then I bandaged it back, and the skin kind of like folded back over and like healed on its own. It kind of like healed back. It's more noticeable in person. Like, if I just... You guys can't even see. You see that? Like, you see a little bit of something? Whatever. That was gross. You guys want to know a quick story of something that I thought of that happened once at elementary school? That I had no idea what was happening. So I remember this one time in elementary school. I don't remember what grade this was in. Maybe 5th grade? Or was it 4th grade? Something like that. I remember for whatever reason this like organization came to our school, this health organization, and they were giving kids shots. I don't know of what. I don't know if it was like the flu shot or whatever, but there were kids at my elementary school at the time lining up and getting shots. And I was just thinking and panicking to myself, they're giving us random needles. I don't know what they're giving us, and I don't know if my parents would, you know, condone this. I remember asking my mom for like that yo, you remember that too? I remember asking my mom for like my record of all my shots, my flu shots and whatever, and she was like, what do you need that for? And I told her, they're giving us shots for whatever reason at school, and she's like, what? She gave it to me, and I remember giving whoever the hell were giving us needles at the time that, and they're like, oh, you already got it, next. Like, you don't need to get that. And to this day, I'm still confused on what that even was. Like, I don't understand what that was. Just out of nowhere, the school brought in people to give us kids needles. Whatever the hell was in those. I don't know what all of that was. What was that thing that was going around that time? H1N1? Whatever the hell that was called. To this day, I'm still confused on what that even was. What all of that was. Because I remember classmates of mine back then got the shots. Isn't that weird, though? Just out of what the hell? Out of nowhere, people just come into a frickin' school and start giving the kids needles. Isn't that weird? I guess that means it happened at your school, too. Ah, yes, the blue rocks. And they have guards, too. Man, whatever treasure's back here better be good if it has actual security guards, too. Did something fall? Yes, something did fall. A piece of amber. Alright. What would blue rocks be called? Like naturally blue rocks like this. What would that be called? You have something like sedimentary rocks, whatever the other two are. I was never able to tell them apart. To me, they were all just rocks. It's not sapphire, since sapphire is a gem. What is that, mineral? A gemstone? What would a blue rock be called? Like this. Once again, I wonder if blue rocks like this even exist. I'm sure they do somewhere out there, right? Like natural rocks that are this blue. The other rocks buried in these I can understand, but why the weapons? Why are there weapons buried in these? Oh, come on! Oh, wow. That's it? Just sitting out there in the open? With lights, too. Come on, come on. What is this? Let it be something good. Nice! I can sell that for 600 rupees. I'll be honest, I kind of overreacted. I thought that said wild. Nope. And then on second... Yeah, that says wind, not wild. So I overreacted. Whatever. I thought that was the cap of the wild, so I got all excited. And then I looked at it again. Nope, that's cap of the wind. Like Wind Waker. Not wild. So we still have yet to find that. Oh. Man, I was really hoping that would be the third piece of the wild set. Nope, still gotta wait. Still gotta wait and find that. I should have guessed there would be a Phantom Ganon here. I thought this was too easy, you know. It was too easy. This was just sitting out here with nothing guarding it. I thought this was a little too easy. Ooh, look at how much damage the Master Sword is doing. Well, I know it has a Talus Heart fused to it too. Yes! No! One more hit! I thought I could get one more hit in. Ooh, definitely want that bow. I need to go to Hestu and upgrade some shit. Freaking get rid of this. I think that's it for this place. It looks like there's something there, but it also does not seem like it too. Maybe there's something on top of those? There is nothing here. What about on top of these? That one looks like a shorter climb. With platforms in between I can heal up on. Oh yeah, did I mention that my dog's not feeling well again? It's not as bad as last time. At least for now, hopefully it doesn't get worse. He's just having, you know, messy diarrhea again. Poor boy. Does not seem like there's anything on top of these. Okay, there's nothing else to explore here. Alright, let's get out of here. I am going to use my amiibos. After drinking all that water, I am only now beginning to need to pee. Keep in mind, well, I haven't finished drinking this yet, but, you know, this was full when I started. This was all the way up here. And, well, when I finished drinking this, I don't know, would be like about this much water remaining, I think, maybe like half. No. So, yeah, this was full when I started. All right, we need that other heart container. You know what? Damn, I was kind of hoping I would fall and get some fall damage, because I would get instantly healed up. I'm also first going to sell my armors. You know what? Actually, that lady... No, never mind. My dumbass got it backwards. I was about to say, I sold it enough to this lady. What if I help those two with the sick grandma and sell to them? And I thought, no, that's not how that works. If I were to sell to them, that means I'd be taking their money, not giving them. Sell everything from here. We are almost, I think, 1/10. 1/10 on max rupees. I was debating for a second there. Should I reset for the amiibo armors? I may as well. Fine, I may as well try. Once again, maybe not all of them, since I need to use all the amiibos by the end of this. Or I could get lucky, like that. Nope. You know what's been really annoying me these past few days? My dad. Because you know I have a trip coming up soon. My dad has just been non-stop bugging me, nagging me to start packing, all that stuff. I mean, that makes sense. But also just non-stop bringing me stuff to try on. bringing pants for me to try on, bringing me clothes, bringing me shoes to try on, to bring on the trip. Like, father, it's only 5 days. I'm probably just gonna wear, like, the same couple clothes every now and then. Like, in all reality, I'm going on that trip for 5 days. I really just need, like, 5 shirts. You know? And, you know, just in case something happens, I don't know, I get all sweaty and it stinks, or for whatever reason, I don't know, I get completely wet, it rains. Bring extra clothes. Like, that doesn't take long to pack, just a couple of clothes. Like, I don't need to try all this stuff. It's only 5 days. And you guys know me, I don't really care about clothes. Don't really care about brands. I'm not about to pay $200 for a Gucci t-shirt when I could go to Walmart and get, I don't know, 10 shirts for $5. When all 10 of those shirts being like plain blank white shirts. Like, I don't need that stuff in my life. I don't need the fancy designer brands. I mean, yes, it is nice to have that stuff in order to flex your status, you know? You typically respect a man more if they walk down the street wearing complete Gucci attire than looking like a bum like me. You know, my sister wants to do that. Whenever she has a kid, she wants to put her kid in, like, Gucci baby clothes. That's gonna be a huge waste of money since the kid's gonna outgrow it in, like, not even a year, like 6 months. And then you spent, what, $200 on that Gucci baby shirt? And, well, now you can't wear it anymore. I mean, it's memories right there. Someday when the kid is, like, 20 years old, you can look back like, here, look, son, I bought you this, like, Gucci shirt you wore up until you were 6 months old. You want this game so bad? Oh, I'm sorry to hear you don't have this game yet. It's definitely bang for your buck, let me tell you that. The price raise or whatever, this game costing more than the average Switch game, trust me, you will get content for this game. I'm not even remotely close to being done this game yet. And you can see just how many parts of this I've done, how long I've been playing this game, and I'm still not even done. I'm not done exploring yet. I still got the side quests, the Koroks to do. Why am I putting this amiibo away? I'm not done using it yet. Not the kid's memory. Yeah, you buy the Gucci clothes for your kid, for yourself, for your parenting memories. You know, my sister and her fiance, they are definitely a case of opposites attract. He is very cheap, very stingy. He won't buy a Subway sandwich unless he has coupons. Or is it Harvey's? You know, he's always saving money. And then her, talk about some Gucci baby clothes. My sister is a piece of work, let me tell you that. Yeah, he's probably more just having me on as background noise. What do you even do when you're just listening to me in the background? Excuse me. When you talk a lot, when you talk for 3 hours straight, you're bound to build up some gas. My controller disconnected. "3D modeling? Nice." You know, when you talk for a long time, air goes in, and then it starts to build up. Then again, it's also, you know, the fact that I just came... Usually... Pause! I cut myself off there. I just came, and I just cut myself off. I just came from dinner. And that's what I do all the time. Every time I do something here, I always come from dinner. You know, when you, yeah, I cut myself off there at a pretty poor timing. Anyways, we're just gonna move right along. Usually, whenever I play something here, I come back from dinner. You know, you got that whatever chemical reaction that is digestioning, builds up internal gas, and that gas has to be let out. So that's why I always have gas when I'm doing this. Now, when I do this during the daytime, before dinner, that's another topic. That's another question. There we go. That's the shiny I've been resetting for. Sounds gross. I'm sorry. But, you know, the human body works that way. You're telling me you don't have gas? You don't burp? Wait, I didn't need to use this one. This one doesn't even give me an armor piece. I think I could do better than that. No, wait. I have some pretty garbage weapons I can replace for that, actually. Something like... Okay, put this one away, use the next one. I think last night I also wasn't able to sleep. Man, I just have trouble sleeping at night. Maybe I'm just used to sleeping late. I'm used to sleeping at like 3 a.m. and beyond. Or if there's truly a problem with me and I just can't fall asleep at night. You know, some friends of mine have suggested I try maybe going to the doctor and trying to get this checked out. I have multiple things I probably should go to the doctor for, but I just don't. You know, speaking of doctor, you know, something my dad tried, I think, if not yesterday, then earlier today. He wanted me to go to his doctor that he always goes to, has gone to for like decades now. His quote-unquote family doctor. Turns out he brought me there once, which I don't remember. Like, it was like a decade ago. He tried calling the receptionist to try to book just a body checkup for me. That way, the doctor would have a record of me there. You know, since, according to my dad, it's hard to find, like, family doctors these days. So he tried calling to book me an appointment. And turns out I have a file there. And they said the last time I went was like 2013. So a decade ago. And they said it's been too long. So we're discarding this file. And the receptionist also said, we're not going to check him We're not gonna book a time for him because it's been so long since he last came to us. Does that make any sense to you guys? Do doctors... Well, technically, you know, anyone has the right to refuse service, but, like, can doctors do that just because you didn't go to them for 10 years? I was a kid back then. I don't even remember going. And now you're denying me just a simple body checkup just because it's been a decade since I last came to you guys? Does that sound right to you guys, or am I insane? Wait, I don't need to put this amiibo away. I've never heard this before. It wasn't the doctor himself saying this either. It was a front desk receptionist. That the last time I went was a decade ago, and because that file is too old, they're not going to book a time for me to get a body check with the doctor there and make a new file, a new record, because it's been too long since I last went. Does that make sense to you guys? Is this some sort of, like, industry staple that I don't know about? I'm not a doctor. I am anything but a doctor. Someone let me know. I've never heard of this before. Once again, the doctor themselves didn't say this. It was the receptionist. So maybe the receptionist was just being an ass. Or this is some sort of, like, industry standard I don't know about. Because I thought doctors take an oath to serve or whatever. They take an oath to heal or whatever, to aid no matter the person. Once again, I could be wrong about that. Just like cops take an oath to serve and protect, but we know a bunch of them don't do that. So someone let me know. Somebody let me know. That's what I want. Yes! Get nice and lucky with all of these. Watch me jinx that, and now my luck is gonna be horrible getting the rest of them. You know, I saw this, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I don't know why this is so funny. Actually, that's the weapon I want, but I want money more. I saw this, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Like, I cannot fathom why this is so funny. Sorry to all you religious people out there. Look, I saw this picture. Look. It says, it's supposed to say God says homosexuality is, I assume, is a sin. And then these guys here remove the S. So it's just, God says homosexuality is in. Why is this so funny to me? That smile. That smile. He knows what he's done. And remove the S. Why is that so funny to me? He knows what he's done. He knows. Why is that so funny to me? Nope, not this one. Did I just see a star fragment fall? Let me just go check if a star fragment did fall. Because if it did, we can sacrifice one piece of armor for a star fragment. That is if I find it. If not, I'm restarting. I'm loading that, and I'm going to try this again until I get the armor. A bloopy, too? No, find the star fragment first. I don't see shit. I'm not seeing a damn thing up here. Well, I don't see one. Oh well, too bad. I should also remember to go back there and shoot that bloopy. It's almost 1 a.m. for me. Yes! I am getting quite lucky with these today. Yeah! If only my luck was this great when I'm actually shiny hunting. Oh boy. I need to save this again. Let's see. I only have, after this one, 1, 2, 3, 4 more amiibos to get the armors from. So hopefully these don't take too long. Because I want to get out of here too. I want to use the bathroom after all the water I drank. And then probably not fall asleep for like another 2 hours. Same. What, are you not able to fall asleep either, or do you actually stay up to do stuff? Because I know, occasionally I text you at like 3 in the morning and then you actually reply. Sometimes I can't sleep, I just scroll through Twitter X. I see something funny that you'll probably like, I send it to you, and you actually reply. Don't even bother breaking those boxes, it's just arrows in them. Remember when there used to be rupees in them? Nice! Getting quite lucky doing this. You know, one tactic I kind of do to try to get myself to fall asleep isn't really much of a technique, a tactic. It's not anything like counting sheep. It's literally just stay still. Do not move a muscle. Don't move anything. Don't even move your finger. Don't open your eyes. Just find a comfortable position and stay completely still. That's something I do to try to fall asleep. I try to get a comfortable position and I just stay completely still. I don't do anything. You know, if an itch happens, then of course I gotta scratch. Or if I feel the need to use the bathroom once more before bed, then of course. But if I don't need to do any of that stuff and I just can't fall asleep, I just stay still. I don't move at all. I mean, hey, sometimes that works. I get comfortable, I stay completely still, and I feel myself begin to drift off, and then anyone else do that? Or anyone else go through that? They feel themselves beginning to drift off, beginning to fall asleep, and then you think to yourself, yeah, this is working. I'm about to fall asleep soon. Anyone else do that, or just me? You ever try the tense and relax every muscle in your body technique? Apparently army people use it. No. I think I may have used it or tried it when I first heard of it. But honestly, I completely forgot that technique until you just told me. Sounds uncomfortable. Tense up everything and then relax. That just sounds like it's not healthy to do. Especially just before bed. I'm sure there's something that's probably not good for. You know, I shouldn't be drinking more. I actually really need to use the bathroom. But we're almost done with our amiibos. I think I just got one more after this to get armors from. Like one at a time? Oh. I think when I did it, I did the whole thing. Like, I would like just really do this, like clench my fist, really just strain everything, even my feet as well, my legs, everything, and then I do it all, and then I release. I relax all at once. I think that's what I did when I first heard of this. It's like the more labor-intensive sheep counting. Alright, let's count muscle tenseness. Alright. 1, 2, 3. It's also getting really hot in this room. Did this tactic ever work? I don't know why this works. I don't know if it does work. Drinking milk. Like drinking warm milk before bed if you can't sleep. Why does that even work? Does that even work? I haven't done that in a very long time. You know how kids, at least that was me. My parents, I think, did that before. When I couldn't sleep, you know, warm cup of milk. I don't understand how that helps. I understand, like, it being warm probably helps more than if you drank a cold glass of milk. I don't know how milk helps you sleep. Someone let me know. Because you always hear, you know, you can't sleep, drink a warm glass of milk, and then go back to bed. How does that work? Is there something in dairy that helps us relax and sleep? If so, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I should be doing that. I need more milk in my diet. You know, ever since, like, high school, I have been lacking a lot of dairy in my diet, aside from cheese. Take a look at me. You know I love cheese. Probably just old wives' tales. If it were you, like, if it were me, I'd just be up for longer because I'd be going to take a shit. I remember a friend of mine from back in the day, he told me he did this. You know how when summer break is about to end, summer vacation, like the last night, and then the next day is school, you always can't sleep for that? I remember one time, a friend of mine from back then, he told me he couldn't sleep, so he just got up and gamed. I've always wanted to try that, but I never wanted to risk not having enough energy for the big day coming up. I love how he didn't even hesitate to say it. He couldn't fall asleep because the next day was back to school, so he just got up and gamed. I've always wanted to try that, but I'm too paranoid. You know, time spent gaming could be time spent trying to fall asleep and getting rest for the next day. You wouldn't work? Wouldn't work for you? Alright, you said you're gonna go shower. Alright, see you later. So I think I got only one amiibo left to get the armor from, and then a couple more amiibos, and then that Bloopy, and then I will finally be free to use my own bathroom. I mean, I could just go pee real quick. Man, I will. You know what? I'll do one more amiibo scan, and then I will go use my bathroom. You can't stop me. You can't stop me from going to use my own bathroom in my own house. And besides, I really gotta go. I drank a lot of water while playing this. Yep. Nope. Okay, I'll be right back. And then when I'm back, I'm gonna use the rest of my amiibos. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just gonna... While this is loading, get back in here. I'm out of shape. Nope, not that one. This one. This is the last one that we're going to get the armors from. Got pretty lucky with all the armors today, didn't we? Oh boy. A friend of mine just texted me. And he asked me a pretty bizarre question. From the little notification he sent me, he asked something like, how do you explain to your parents that you punched and broke your computer screen? Yo, how do I explain to my parents that I punched their computer screen and broke the screen without telling them that? Sorry, I just announced that to the world, buddy. I guess you would just... You peel off the band-aid, so to speak. You just do it. You just get it over and done with. But you also have to explain how that happened. I'm texting him that. I suppose I got too lucky with all of these. So this one is gonna be the problem child. The one that will be a problem to get this amiibo from. If this takes too long, I'll just quit. We've gotten plenty already. The hell was that sound? Weak ass thud sound. Man, this amiibo is the one stubborn one. But once again, that's okay. We've gotten super lucky with all of them today, except for this one. So that's well, probably the best we can hope for. Well, now that I'm emptied out, I can continue drinking water. See, my friends got together tonight to drink booze and get completely wasted. I'm drinking water. Besides, had I gone, even if I wanted to drink, I wouldn't be able to anyway, since I would have driven there. So I would have had to driven back. Oh! That's not what we want. Wonder what happens if I recall these. Would they just go into the air? Wow, that's it? Ugh. I feel like I should just call it quits. We gotten so lucky with everything else. I think it's fine. We can do without this one. You sure about that? Well, folks, you heard it first. If you don't like me deciding not to quit this, you can blame him. I suppose I got too lucky with the rest of them. This one needs to take extra long to give me what I want. Look at the bow I have, by the way. This bow is huge. Okay, I swear, one more time, and if not, I quit. You want to know what game I picked up again, and I haven't played in a very long time, like a decade? Toilet Time! You guys remember that game? That mobile game? Man, I played this a long time ago, and I just remembered it a couple days ago, and I thought, you know what? It's been a while. Let me download and play that game again. You guys remember it? You guys remember this game? Remember Toilet Time? The game that is all about toilet games? Here, let me see if I could do one or two, like Reflected. It's toilet time. Okay, you want to get the strawberry one, which is obviously the middle one. You guys remember this game? Oh god, I can't see. Oh my god, no! Huh? Alright, I failed that. You guys remember that game? Toilet gaming? Yes. You play toilet games while you're on the toilet doing that. Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet. You guys remember that gem from when the internet was still young? Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet. Now flush. Like, you know. You guys remember that? Yep. Wonder where some of those people are now. Oh, finally. There we go. There we go. We stuck through it, we persevered, and we got it. And don't even bother breaking these. Okay, you broke it anyways. So that's it for the amiibos. We just have a couple more that don't give armors. Oh, of course I get this. I don't have space. I'm actually gonna pass on this, as much as it hurts me to. I really need to go see Hestu, and I also need more Koroks! What if I took a break from the depths and did one of these just to find Koroks? I could actually use that. Okay. Oh, I thought I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, piling up, put these away. I see that bug on that tree. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get the Dusk Sword. What? Can you guys believe an hour ago I was in the depths? And I've been doing this for like almost for 45 minutes now. Ooh, nice. Okay, this one's another Bokoblin amiibo, so don't even bother checking that chest. Alright, last one. I'm not gonna sell the armors right now, since next time when we start, I'm probably just gonna use the amiibos again. And I probably will get like at least one armor, so I may as well just sell it all at once next time. But first, one last thing before I go. There was a bloopy here. So I'm gonna hit this bloopy a couple times in the face, and then call it there. I'm so tired. It is. Oh, it's 1:15 a.m. Oops. Oh, 1:16 a.m. now. I didn't think it was that late. Oops. What bow do I want to use now? Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of rupees from that one hit. Oh no! All of them are going down. Do I really not pick them up? Yeah, I really don't. I actually have to hit A to take in this game. I think that was it. No other rupees? Nope. Okay. That's gonna be it for today. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye. Night's still young. Bruh. I suppose. But, goodbye.